welcome back to 6G Farms. So today we're just gonna kind of catch up on things. So last video, right at the end, we had to take a calf into the vet, just get her looked at. So yeah, no, she's doing pretty good, growing good, and we're gonna turn her back out here in a little bit. Yeah, that one's just kind of doing its own thing. But yeah, the other thing we're gonna do is we gotta take 7060 into town to George's. So yeah, getting back to the sheriff. There was no reports made about nothing. So yeah, we're just kind of stuck with it. Lesson learned. But yeah, we're gonna run this tractor in right away. We've been getting some rain the past couple days, so we're just gonna wait for a few things to dry up. But no, throwing back around the idea about no, just staying singles in the rear, since this tractor really isn't the horsepower tractor anymore. But no, I'm gonna put the duals on because no, it does make baling a little nicer of a ride. So let's get it into George. And besides the rim, he's also gonna run the overhead on it. Just do a few maintenance things, just kind of help us out. And I don't know, George has always been a good guy and treated us good, so we'll keep giving him some business here and there. But that's kind of the nice thing about not living too far from town. It's not a very long jaunt, but yeah, you also get to live around everyone. A little more traffic. And oh yeah, you gotta remember, I gotta talk to George, because I believe he has a bale spear for a skid steer for me to pick up too. So if that's the case, we will also have to move, or since we got the trailer hooked up, move the old New Holland skiddy over to the hay shed. And it looks like they do have a bale spear. Nice. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna get this unstrapped, and I will meet you guys back at the farm. And we're back. So, yeah, we got the Alice dropped off, and those were, and that was our bale spike. So let's get this hooked up quick. Well, let's see if we can see if we're wide enough to get up the ramps here. Alright. This might be a tight fit. Oh, come on. Okay, we're doing it. Come on, come. Yes. Alright. Let's lay this back down. Yeah, I know I could just rode it over there, but kinda, yeah, walking is not my strong suit, so we will, yeah, not a very far haul, so we'll just throw it on here quick, and then we'll just take it nice and slow, and we'll drop that over there, and kind of do a little bit of an equipment tour over there. We got a few items over there. Yeah, the wheat's looking really good. Might have to get out and spray here. But yeah, the other plan today is we're try to get the planter dug out. And we're going to vacuum out all the old corn seed from last year. Give a co-op a call, see if they can bring a tedder out. And we'll get some beans filled in there. And if the weather stays nice like it is today, we'll get some beans into the ground. So, alright, let's get her offloaded quick. Okay. Whew. You know, it's just sometimes when you're unloading stuff off a trailer where it's like, you know, we're just gonna bite our teeth and hold on for this one. So, yeah, we do have a little cold storage over here. The only thing we keep over here is Kenny the Kenworth. I don't know, it's a good sized grain truck for what we need. Yeah, it'd be nice to have a big hopper bottom, but we have a lot of growing before we need a big hopper bottom. So Kenny is safe for now. Yeah, I'll just move her inside here. Alright. So we do have our bale trailer over here, which I am so glad I bought this. I mean, yeah, loading bales on the gooseneck isn't bad, but it's just a lot easier. Just can throw the bales on, and they lay in there so nice. And then yeah, you just trip the levers and unload and pull forward, flip them back, and keep going. Do want to keep my eyes out for a smaller bale trailer. There's something for transporting hay back and forth now that we got old New Holland over here. Instead of driving back and forth with everything, can just throw the bale trailer on the tractor, come over, load some hay up, and then put it back over there for storage. And yeah, we got our old swather here. Got a 16-foot head on it, which works just fine what we do. And we got a good old B-rake. None of them dump rakes. Okay. Alright. Let's head back here. Yeah. Now, speaking of haying, kinda looks like we're gonna be getting about ready to hay here too. It's getting pretty close. Now to call up the co-op and have them get some fertilizer ready to put down on here. But yeah, on our other fields, yeah, we got all the other work done. We got the last manure spread out. Ended up getting some dry fertilizer and some lime put down. And I don't know. I'll see if beans yield good this year. If not, we're going to be getting away from row crop. Oh, lines. Alright. Oh, and there is one other thing too. So, kind of keeping our eyes open here. So the neighbor that we bought the case skid steer from, he has a section of land for sale down here in the bottoms. Let's just kind of sneak through here. So, yeah, he's got this section of land here. So there's 3 fields down here. It's just this one's up for sale. So we will have to see after the cow check, or if anyone else buys it. See how good the cow check is, and see if we can purchase that from them. Kind of start growing a little bit. Maybe become a BTO. Or yeah, we can just stay a smaller operation. Yeah, I don't know how much of a BTO we can fit in this. Yeah, on the talks of expansion, one thing I do kind of want to upgrade is this shed back here. Yeah, it's a good shed, but I don't know. It's just kind of small for what. It's just kind of small. Cause yeah, we got this kind of packed pretty good in here. Yeah, that works good. I guess kind of the rest of the equipment tour. Yeah, got a New Holland. Yeah, they don't have the best reputation, but if you just maintenance them, they work pretty good. Yeah, got our little pull behind silage chopper. Got our drill, and then we got our planter, which we got to get this out today. So let's come over here, get the Alice, and we'll get the baler moved out of the way. I'll get the planter out. Okay, let's hit that button. Oh, I had a brain fart. That's right. So I'm going to need to make a phone call, see if I can get a ride. So I was plowing the other day, and like I said, we've been getting some moisture and just started getting too wet, so I called it. So I'm going to make a phone call, see if I can get a ride up there, and we will meet up with you guys in a little bit here. Thanks for the ride, Lewis. I completely forgot. Oh, I might need a vacation here. Okay. So, yeah, while we were waiting for Lewis to come pick us up, called the co-op, so hopefully they got a tender truck there. And we will start getting everything swapped over to beans. I'm going to be extra cautious, because I don't want to be forking out any more money. I'm just going to be getting plate numbers next time and detaining till the cops show up. I've really been keeping my eyes out for that red little dump truck too. I want it kind of close because yeah, I've got no clue which company runs them little red dump trucks. Yeah, let's see if today is the day. Everything is drying up pretty nice. Don't have any really standing water. And the ditch sides are pretty dry, so we will try our look at beans here. Oh, it does look like they brought a truck over. It does. Alright, so let's work on getting I'll get the planter out. Get the corn sucked out of there. Baler into the other shed, just so, I mean, I think if we got a little rain it wouldn't be bad, but let's just try to keep everything nice. I don't know, what I really need to do is pull it out, open everything up and blow everything off again and just give it a good wash. I don't know, last year was not the best year for hay, and just, yeah, had a lot of issues. So we just kind of stopped. Well, let's see if this one bearing holds out. Okay, that's good. up to our planter. Yeah, I can't remember how much, I don't know. I think I overestimated for the amount of corn that we needed for last year. So let's get this back in here. Alright, let's get it backed up close. Now we'll just unfold everything out here. And just go through everything. Alright. Alright, let's get corn sucked out. And I'll go through everything. Check everything out, give everything some grease. And yeah, let's see if we can get our look at beans this afternoon here. Alright, we got our beans put in. Corn's all out. We got that on the shelf in there. I don't know. Told the co-op we're gonna keep the truck here for just a little bit. I'm trying to figure out seed rate and what we want our population to be at. So let's go head up to our closest field and see how see how the soil is doing. See if we can start getting some beans in the ground, or that's going to be a tomorrow job. Nope. Let's flip those on. I heard something. Nope. No. I can hear the sound of that truck in my head. I'm just like, where's the red truck? Not that I'm looking to get him in trouble with the law, but I also want to know if the guy's doing alright. I don't know. I don't know. I was pretty sore for a couple days after that. Got kissed the steering wheel pretty good. And speaking of which, I have got no clue why that's still there. So there was a building here, but the land deleted it, and that stayed up there for some reason. So we're just one of the things, if you don't look at it, it's not there. So alright, let's get back to what our main goal here is right now. Okay, let's get the planter unfolded. Okay, let's get out. Okay, let's pick up the ground. We'll kind of ball it up. Alright. Yeah, I think we're pretty good. Okay, let's come over here. Okay, let's enter in our field data. Okay. Let's come over here. Come on, there we go. I don't know, this auto steer is kind of finicky, but it is handy. It's a lot better than what I use in the other tractors. I mean, it's kind of nice just to kind of track, but I got a tablet, with the Field Navigator app, which, yeah, it's not auto steer, but it's kind of a decent reference line when your internet speed's up to date. So, we'll get out. Okay, we'll check our depth. Kind of dig back a little bit. See what our population is looking like. Alright. Let's kind of do one more. Let's see. Okay, we'll stop. Okay. Okay, we're getting an error code. Row. Okay. Let's just wiggle the feed tube a little bit. And we're getting good flow through it. Okay, let's see if it goes away. Yeah, we're going to keep an eye on that. Well, I think we're going to run it. Yeah, with this auto steer. I'll get the drone back up again here. And yeah, it was kind of fun to do a time-lapse video in the last video. So we'll get the drone up in the air and we'll get a time-lapse of getting all these fields planted. So I'll catch up to you when we get back to the yard. And just like that, we are all done with planting. It was really nice to get in early this year and get everything planted. But before we put this away, we got to tear apart this row. Kind of figure out what's going on. Still giving us some issues, but made it work for the acreage that we had. Yeah, I'll get this work done, put away. Then after that, since we got the baler in the shop here, we got a bearing on this side to do. So I'll get that bearing ordered, go over to Titan. And then after that, I don't know. We'll see what comes about. Yeah, all that's left really is get some rolling done. And we'll keep moving forward. So, thank you for watching. Thank you to all the modders out there. We'll catch you later.